What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Two Confrontational, where we preview each week of the NFL, give our picks and predictions on the top games and performances for the upcoming week. We got week 15. We got 4 weeks left of the NFL, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So
Yes,
coming
sir.
down to the wire, and we got playoff start for fantasy football this week. So
hmm
yeah, we're coming down to the end, which is bittersweet, but yeah, we still got some exciting games left here to wrap up the season, and obviously into playoffs and Super Bowl time here. But yeah, reviewing last week, not a lot of good games. We didn't pick very bad either. I went 10-3. I had the Lions or the Packers lost to the Lions. I had the Arizona Cardinals losing to the Seattle Seahawks, and the Arizona lost, and then I had the Buffalo Bills who lost to the Rams. That
hmm
was a good game though, but yeah, I had those three losses, so that puts my record at 141-67 from last week. So yeah, I'm sitting at 141-67. Would you go last week?
I went 9-4, I believe. Yeah, 9-4 last week. Obviously the Packers lost that tough one on Thursday.
Did you
And
take the
then
Jets
I did not take the
over Miami?
Jets.
No.
Nope. I took Tennessee. They lost against Jacksonville. And then I took Chicago.
Oh yeah.
They got beat by Niners, and then I took Buffalo too. So those are my four losses right there.
Right.
Um, But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a terrible week, but this week it's a full slate, 16 games. So if you do well, I guess you could bounce back in some way. So I'm excited for this week. Should be a pretty good week, I think.
Yeah, no more bye weeks, and so yeah, we got full slates to wrap up the season. So this should be,
hmm
yeah, it should be a jam-packed weekend full of NFL excitement and football excitement in general. Because yeah, we got bowl games kicking off, bowl games kick off this week, and then
Yep.
the NFL playoffs, the 12-man team kicks off next week. So that's pretty exciting stuff. How'd you feel about the selection and everything, the NFL college football selection, the 12 teams that made it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't complain at all. Glad Indiana made it. I like Boise State making it. Yeah, I mean, Clemson, they ended up making
Alabama
it. Alabama
knocked
did
out.
not make it. Yeah, which
Yep.
is unfortunate. But no, overall, I'm just excited to see the 12-team playoff. See how it plans out. I mean, there is some things that they need to adjust, but obviously this is the first year doing it. So
Yeah.
obviously, as they progress each year, they'll make changes and they'll get the right teams. And I think they did a I think they did a pretty good job
Yeah.
getting the teams that were supposed to make it in there. But there are some teams like you said, Alabama could have made it, but yeah, they'll get better each year. But yeah, I'm excited for this 12 team playoff.
Yeah, should be an exciting week of football here. And yeah, kicking it off for the NFL on Thursday night, we have another divisional matchup, which is always fun. Thursday night football, like we mentioned before, has been really picking it up in the games that they've been offering here. But kicking it off on Thursday night, we have the 7-6 Los Angeles Rams traveling to Santa Clara to take on the 6-7 49ers, who they're not gone yet. I mean, they've been playing well. They put up a good game last week. So yeah, seven and
hmm
six Rams, 6-7 49ers in San Francisco. Who do you got?
Oh man, yeah, Niners look good. They put the Bears put up 38 points. Yeah, Bears have played well. I mean, they've lost some good teams, but I think fuck. I just think with how depleted the Niners are, I don't know if they can compete with the Rams. Um, I'm gonna go Rams here on the road. I like Cooper Cup. Puka Nacua had some big catches
Yeah.
last week. Matthew Stafford's a dog, and like I said, how depleted the Niners are. I mean, on the offensive side, I just don't think they can get it done.
Right. They lost, so obviously Christian McCaffrey, and then they went to Jordan Mason. He's on IR now. And then they went to Isaac Garendo or Isaiah Garendo. He got hurt last week, and now they're on like Tim Patrick Jr., not Tim Patrick, but something Patrick Jr. So, I mean, yeah, they're going deep into their practice squad to pick up some players, but
Right.
still, 49ers looked phenomenal. Even when they did have the third string, he had two touchdowns. And then when this Patrick guy came in, he also scored. George
hmm
Kittle looks good.
Yep.
Juwan Jennings has been playing really well. I like the 49ers in this one. Give me the 49ers, especially being at home. I know the Rams played really well last week against Buffalo, put up like 54 points, 52 points,
hmm
um, which they can do any week. But
Right.
this 49ers defense, I think, is coming alive. They played really well. I guess it was against the Bears,
Hmm.
but yeah, I like the 49ers at home on this one. So yeah, give me the 49ers.
Hell yeah, should be a pretty good game.
Yeah, I'm excited. And then yeah, moving on, we got Sunday slate here. We got the 12-1 Kansas City Chiefs who still keep finding ways to figure it out and get it done, going up against Jameis Winston and the 3-10 Cleveland Browns. This one's in Cleveland, in the dog pound, but Kansas City has a 4.5 point spread in this one. Who do you got?
Yeah, I just find, like you said, I just think the Chiefs are going to find a way to win. It could be a close game, and they could win by a field goal. It just depends how well Jameis Winston plays. He's still turning the ball over, but he's not throwing as many pick sixes, I guess. But he's still turning the ball over. Um, yeah, it just depends if the Browns come to play. But yeah, I still think the Chiefs are going to find a way to win. So I'm going to go Chiefs here.
Yeah, I don't think the Chiefs have won. I think they're like 11-1 in one score games this season. They've been keeping every single game close. Doesn't matter who they're playing, Raiders, Panthers, Chargers,
Hmm.
doesn't matter who they're playing. They're keeping it close. Broncos, like, yeah, they're keeping it close with everybody here, but yeah, they're finding ways to get it done, which is what it takes. In the NFL is winning those one score games. Like the Vikings are like 8-1 in one score games, and they're sitting at 10-2. And so
Hmm.
um, yeah, so I mean, looking at that, yeah, give me the Kansas City Chiefs in this one. You got the Chiefs too?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, cool. And then yeah, moving on, we got the 5-8 Cincinnati Bengals going up against the 3-10 Tennessee Titans. This one's in Nashville, Tennessee, but Cincinnati is favored by 5 points in this one. Who do you got? 5-8 Bengals, 3-10 Titans.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bengals here. Yeah, I got to go Bengals. I mean, Titans lost to the Jags last week, so that's not very promising. And yeah, um, yeah, Jamar Chase looked good last week.
Yep.
And then obviously, I mean, Joe Burrow's house got broken into. That kind of sucks, but
Hmm.
he'll still come to play. So yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals on the road here. Titans just aren't showing me much, especially yeah losing to the with Jaguars. Yeah, it doesn't show much.
Yeah, and then the Bengals beat the Cowboys on Monday night there. So I mean, they snapped their losing streak, and they've been keeping it close with teams too. They've been putting up a lot of
Hmm.
points. T Higgins being back. I know he didn't do a whole lot, wasn't very productive on Monday night, but opens up the field a lot for Jamar Chase, and teams are gonna have issues with both of those guys are playing and everything. So yeah, I like the Cincinnati Bengals on the road in this one as well. So. Not much to say on the past two games. I got the Bengals and the Chiefs, and you got the Chiefs and the Bengals as well. So,
Hmm.
moving on here, we got the 8-5 Washington Commanders going up against the 5-8 New Orleans Saints. Both teams got a dub last week, but Washington looks like the better team in this one. In my opinion, they put up 42 on the Titans last week, and they're just a full complete team. But yeah, who do you got in this one? We got the 8-5 Commanders, 5-8 Saints.
Who do
I
you say
think
that? No, who do you say the Commanders
I
play?
think
They have
Commanders had a bye last week. That's my bad.
yeah.
Commanders had a bye, but they put up 42 on the Titans the week before.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, there you go. So they're coming off a bye.
yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Commanders. I know they've kind of had a rougher middle half of the season towards the end. Just not that great team that everybody thought they were. Kind of struggling a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna go Commanders here against the Saints. Um, Hopefully, Jay Daniels can get it going. Yeah, and they have I think what's his name is on IR still. The running back.
For the Saints or for
Commanders. No, Commanders.
Brian Isaiah Austin Eckler's on
Austin
IR.
Eckler. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And then
But yeah,
Brian Robinson is back. He's good and ready to go.
okay.
And so he'll
Yeah,
be
I'm
back.
gonna go Commanders here.
Yeah, I'm going Washington Commanders as well. Yeah, that's my bad. They had a bye last week, but they're 8-5 and they've been rolling on teams and everything like that. And yeah, Saints, I don't trust them at all. They did get a win last week over the Giants barely,
Hmm.
but yeah, they were able to get it done. But I like the Commanders in this one, so yeah, give me the Commanders on the road, and they are favored by 7.5. So, um, yeah. Moving on, yeah, we got the 8-5 Baltimore Ravens traveling to New York to face the 2-11 New York Giants. This one's the biggest spread of the week, sitting at 16 points, favored to the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens coming off a bye. So yeah, who do you got in this one? 8-5 Ravens, 2-11 Giants.
Yeah, I think this is the biggest spread we've had all year.
All
I think this is the
season, yeah,
all season.
16's
Yeah,
a lot.
16. Yep. And then yeah, Giants aren't really, they can't really find a quarterback that can stay. I know Drew Lock hurt his ankle or his heel, so he won't be playing this week, and they're going to go back to Tommy DeVito. So it's kind of tough when you don't have like a stable quarterback. So yeah, I'm going to go Ravens here, and I think they do demolish them.
Yeah, I think Ravens might even cover that spread.
Hmm.
Giants not looking good, looking for a first number one overall pick or at least top five for their future there. So, and then Baltimore, especially with that loss 2 weeks ago or before the bye 2 weeks ago, Lamar Jackson came out with the press conference. His mom was chewing his ass and not taking the lanes and running and stuff. So, have
Hmm.
project him to go off for like 100 yards rushing. I bet he's going to be tucking and running if wide receivers aren't getting open. And this is a good game for him to do that on in the Giants defense. So,
Oh yeah.
um, so yeah, project him go over on rushing, maybe a rushing touchdown or two. So, give me
Hmm.
Baltimore Ravens in this one on the road and possibly even covering that 16-point spread. I know it's hefty, but they could do it, especially the
Yeah,
Giants
easily.
are
Yeah.
down a quarter, down two or three quarterbacks, and they're going with Tommy DeVito. So,
Hmm.
but we'll see what Tommy Cutlets can do there against the Baltimore defense. So, and then yeah, moving on, we got the 5-8 Dallas Cowboys. We just mentioned lost to Cincinnati on Monday night here, so they got a short week turnaround here, going up against the 3-10 Carolina Panthers, who don't look bad. They've been playing well. Bryce Young has been really playing well. They kept Eagles as 22-16 last week against the Philadelphia Eagles, so they kept it close.
Hmm.
Adam Thielen's been balling out ever since he's been back, which has been fun to watch. But yeah, this one should actually be a close one. Panthers might even be able to pull this one out, to be honest. Actually favored by 3 in this game. But yeah, who
Yeah.
do you got? 5-8 Cowboys, 3-10 Panthers, and like I mentioned, Carolina favored by 3 at home.
Yes, the first time that Carolina is favored. The first time this year they've been favored. So pretty big game for them. It'd be pretty cool to see Bryce Young get his. I don't know what win would this be for him? His first win. Where would they go
Uh,
last year?
I think they went 1-10 or one and maybe two
15
and
or
two
6.
and 15. Yeah, something like that.
So get one of his first wins. It'd be pretty cool at home, especially with the kind of year he's having. Shitty in the first half and then started to turn it on the second half. Got benched. It's just had all over the place here. So it would be cool, but I'm gonna go Dallas here. I thought that Dallas should have probably won or beat the Bengals. They show me spurts, and it's kind of hard. CD's hurt, or he's dealing with that shoulder injury, so but he's still balling out, I guess. And I like Rico Dowdle. I'm gonna go Cowboys here. I think they get it done.
Yeah, this one should be a fun one. Cooper Rush comes in and knows how to win. He's a great, solid backup quarterback there for the Cowboys. But like we mentioned, Bryce Young's been really coming into his own and really been stepping up and playing well in the last like 4 or 5 weeks. And he's had 2 wins this year already. Um, one against the Saints and one against the Commanders one
Hmm.
is one of the other teams that they beat here, I believe.
Yep, they beat Commanders and Saints. I think he's like 7 and I saw something. He's like 7-3 as a starter, so he's got a pretty
For
good record.
For the
Dallas.
Cowboys, yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. But I'm talking about Bryce Young, who
Oh shit.
he has back-to-back wins in this year as well. Let me just take a look and see. Yeah, Saints and Giants were his back-to-back wins, and then he took the Chiefs to 27-23 or 27-30, and then the Bucks 26-23, and then the Eagles 22-16. So yeah, these past 5 weeks, ever since Bryce Young's been back, they've been playing real well. So yeah, give me the Carolina Panthers. I think this is the first time I picked them this year. And yeah, this is the first time they're favored this year, and I do like them at home and the way they've been playing. So yeah, give me the Carolina Panthers over the Dallas Cowboys, especially them coming off a short week playing on Monday night. So yeah, give me the Carolina Panthers at home.
There you go.
And yeah, moving on, we got the 3-10 Jets who seem like they're figuring out. they've been putting up points and been playing well. Isaiah Davis scores another touchdown or two
Hmm.
touchdowns again this week, and he's been playing really well. So yeah, 3-10 Jets, 3-10 Jaguars. This one's a gross one, but could end up being halfway decent just the way the teams kind of match up. It's down in Florida, but the Jets have a 3.5 point spread in this one. Who do you got? 3-10 Jets, 3-10 Jags.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jets here. Aaron Rodgers played pretty damn good. First time he's thrown over 300 in quite a while.
36
300 yards.
games or
Yeah,
something like
36
that.
games. Yeah, so shit, two over 2.5, 2 years.
3 years,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, and just the connection that their offensive has, and him with Devontae, looking better and better each week. So hopefully we can get it on. And Jacksonville, they did have a good game last week, I guess, beating the Titans. But no, I think the Jets get her done here.
Yeah, I like the Jets as well. And like you mentioned, yeah, almost 3 years that Aaron Rodgers hasn't thrown a game over 300, and
Hmm.
so you kind of see him starting to slump. But this last week, he really played well against the Dolphins, and then yeah, Jaguars found a way to get it done last week. They lost. They beat the Titans, didn't they? 10-6.
Yep. Hmm.
That's kind of a poopy game, but Mac Jones in there at quarterback, so. But I don't think it's any matchup for the Jets. I like the Jets in the way that like you said, the way Devontae's been playing with A-Rod and really starting to step it up. So yeah, give me the Jets
Hmm.
in this one. So
Yeah.
and then yeah, moving on, another noon o'clock game, last one of the slate. We got the 6-7 Miami Dolphins going up against the 8-5 Houston Texans. This one should be a good one, high scoring game, I project. But Houston is favored by 3. It is down in Houston. So yeah, 6-7 Dolphins have been starting to play really well. Going up against the 8-5 Texans. Who do you got in this one?
Oh man, it's a tough one. Yeah, just I'm not sure who to go with. Yeah, Dolphins have been playing good, but Texans have played pretty well too. Um, I'm gonna go Dolphins here. Yeah, I think Tua's turning it on. Tyreek, um, Devon Achan. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins here on the road. I think they beat Houston.
Yeah, I Houston hasn't really shown me much. They've kept teams in it. They haven't really blown anybody out. Um, yeah, they really haven't been putting a lot of things together, but they are coming off a bye week, so they might have figured some things out during that bye week. Um,
And
and
I
it's
think
down
yeah,
what
yes, I think Miami's coming off a no. They played last week against
the
the
Jets.
Jets.
Yeah,
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 and then they kept it. They went into almost went
overtime.
overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
So, yeah, they had a tough game last week. They might be a little fatigued with and then Houston coming off the bye week. So yeah, give me Houston in Houston. I like the way the Texans, especially if CJ Stroud and Nico Collins can connect and start opening the passing game up a little bit. That just gives more room for Joe Mixon to run around and do his thing. So, yeah, give me the Houston Texans at home in this one. I think the Houston Texans find a way to get it done. So, yeah, give me Houston. Yeah, moving on to the afternoon slate. We got a jam-packed afternoon slate. Yeah, we got kicking it off. We got the 6-7 Indianapolis Colts going up against the 8-5 Denver Broncos. Have been playing phenomenal here. Broncos coming off a bye, and I believe so are the Indianapolis Colts. Did the Colts play last week?
I
Let's see. No, they did.
Colts, Colts, Colts.
No, they didn't. They played the Patriots 2 weeks ago, and they beat them with the Anthony Richardson run at the very end of the game. So they're both teams coming off buys. So this one, fresh legs, fresh players, and everything. So
Hmm.
yeah, this one should be a good one. Who do you got? Who do you got in this one? So you got the 6-7 Colts, 8-5 Broncos.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Denver here. I just think being a mile high, with the head coach that they have in Sean Payton, I think that after that bye, they probably got some more things figured out on the offensive side. And I mean, I don't. There wasn't much to figure out. Bo's playing pretty well. Yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos here at home.
Yeah, Broncos, Cortland Sutton's been stepping it up. They don't really
Hmm.
have a running game. They got to figure that running game out, but the defense is phenomenal. But Indianapolis Colts, ever since Anthony Richardson's been coming back, they've been winning a lot of close games, and they've been ending with Anthony Richardson walk-off touchdowns there.
Yeah.
Um, so this one should be heavy in the trenches, I believe, um, on the Indianapolis Colts side, and then Broncos if they can air it out and beat them through the air. That's the way to do it. which I think is going to be how it happens. So yeah, give me the Denver Broncos at Mile High. Um, yeah, it's gunslinging Bo Nix to Cortland Sutton. I think that connection gets it done, and the Broncos find a way to get it done. So yeah, give me the Broncos at home.
There you go.
Yeah, moving on. This one's probably going to be the game of the week. This one's yeah, this one's going to be a doozy. You got the 10-3 Buffalo Bills taking on the 12-1 Detroit Lions. It's in at Ford Field in Motor City. You got the 2.5 point spread to the Detroit Lions. But yeah, Josh Allen scoring 6 touchdowns last week. Only
Hmm.
second quarterback in NFL history to ever do that, which is crazy. Crazy fun to watch, but they
Three
were.
rushing and three passing, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So yeah, who do you got in this one? 10-3 Bills, 12-1 Lions.
Coming off a loss, tough loss, tough loss. But you're in Detroit. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a game. I just think, and I picked the Bills their last big game against the Chiefs, and they end up beating the Chiefs. I'm gonna go Bills here. I think they get it done. I think Josh Allen is I don't know. I think he can score at will. It seems like he's the MVP frontrunner this year for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna go Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills in Detroit.
Yeah, this one's gonna be possibly a Super Bowl matchup that we get to witness in the regular season. This one could be a yeah, one for the record books here. But yeah, 10-3 Bills, 12-1 Lions. Bills coming off a loss, and Josh Allen usually plays really well. We've seen Jared Goff for the Lions throw 5 interceptions in a game and hasn't
Hmm.
been too consistent the last few weeks. Um, Threw a couple picks last week. I don't know. This one is a close one. I want to tag along with you on the Buffalo Bills, but it's in Detroit. And we
Hmm.
like, yeah, Jared Goff at
I
home
mean,
is remarkable. Um, yeah,
yeah, I mean, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Lions they're good, yeah, for sure. I mean, but just watching the Packers game, Lions last week, Packers had every chance to beat the Lions, if not by more than 3 points. They just didn't look like a Super Bowl winning team to me. But I mean, obviously the Packers are good too. But I think the Bills, their scoring power, and like I said, Josh Allen, 3 touchdowns rushing, 3 touchdowns passing last week. They still did lose, so they need to step it up on the defensive side for sure. Slow down their opposing offense, but I don't know. The Lions just they've won a lot of close games. I mean, Minnesota,
oh
Chicago,
yeah, that's
Green
how
Green Bay.
we mentioned the Kansas City Chiefs too. They won all their games by a score. I
Right.
mean, that's what the best teams do. That's how you win in the NFL. Dang, this one is tough. I'm gonna go Detroit Lions, but yeah, like you said, last couple of weeks they haven't looked like a Super Bowl team. Haven't looked like a complete team. Let teams stay in games. Haven't closed anybody out. We're down like 20, 28-14 to the Rams there at one point, but did come back. But yeah, let up 52. That's tough. And when you had the Lions offense scoring 45 a week on average, like,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, give me the Detroit Lions in this one. I'm going to take the Lions at home. Just because it's at home is the only reason why. So yeah,
Yeah,
give
and
me
I'm
Detroit.
surprised. I mean, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't flex to Sunday night and move the Packers back into the 325 slot. But
Or
we'll get to
Monday,
that
dude. Yeah, you have the
on Monday.
Falcons and the Raiders on Monday night. But you
And
also have
yeah,
the Vikings and Bears. Yeah, right.
hmm
But
and
it's
Packers Seahawks is going to be a phenomenal game, I think
yeah,
too.
that one's
So
always a good one. They've had a couple Hail Mary or historic plays in those games, so that one should be
hmm
fun. But yeah, give me the Detroit Lions at home in this one. So and then yeah, moving on, another great game, another great matchup. You got the 10-3 Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Philadelphia to take on the 11-2 Philadelphia Eagles. This one should be a good one, but Philly's been playing really well, but so have the Steelers. So, but yeah, who do you got in this one? 10-3 Steelers, 11-2 Eagles, 5.5 point spread to Philly though at home. So
hmm yeah, it's going to be a great game, I think. And the Steelers, I think this is a pretty good matchup if their DBs can, hang on, but their run defense is pretty good. Um, if TJ can get after the quarterback, I think that causes Jalen Hurts a ton of confusion and pressure, stress. Um, oh man, I just think the Eagles are too good. I've said it week in and week out. I think they're top three, if not the best team in the NFL right now. And Steelers are good too. They just got a good defense and they find ways to win. But I got to go Eagles here, man. I got to go Eagles at home. Philly's a tough place to play. The way that Saquon's been playing. Um, and then yeah, they were just talking about this on the Pat show. If what's his name he's only been getting a few AJ Brown only been getting a few targets. It's not as many targets as he wants. So they kind of aired that out. They aired it out on a radio show, and so maybe he gets 10, 12 targets and goes off for 150, 200 yards, and then also
Right.
get Saquon in there. So I'm gonna go Eagles here, but it should be a good game.
Yeah, Philly's one of those teams that has a lot of weapons that they can use at any time. You got Dallas Goddard, uh, Devontae Smith. You have AJ Brown, Saquon now in the backfield. It's crazy, and then their defense is stout too. So yeah, I'm gonna go Philadelphia at home as well. This one's tough for me to pick. Yeah, we know Mom is Steelers fan. She's probably not gonna be too happy, but Steelers been playing really
Hmm.
well. I just don't think it's enough to match up for against the Eagles. But we'll see how
Right.
Russ comes out and plays. I mean, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He knows what it takes to get it done. So
Hmm.
uh, Andy has been having his best year, probably not ever in his career, but one of them at least, top three
Right.
or four of his career. So, but yeah, this one should be a good one. This is also one of the games of the week. It's at 325, so I don't know which one's going to be televised, but either one we're going to be satisfied with. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, so yeah, I'll give me the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, I'm sticking with them. I was going to waffle there for a second, but yeah, give me the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
All right, and moving on here, we got the another 3:25 o'clock game. We got the 3-10 New England Patriots traveling to Arizona to take on the 6-7 Arizona Cardinals here. Yeah, 3-10 Patriots, 6-7 Cardinals. Arizona is favored by 6 at home in this one. Who do you got?
Yeah. I mean, this is a must win for the Cardinals. Just like it is a must win for Seattle. Just like it's a must win for who else is it?
Bucks,
No, not
Bucks,
the in the
and
division.
the
Seahawks.
Falcons.
It's Seahawks, Cardinals, and who else is in that division?
Oh, you're going off that division. 49ers and
Niners. Yeah,
Rams.
they're all sitting in that
Yep.
6-7 or 7-6 spot. So
Yep.
um, must win for the Cardinals. So I do think the Cardinals are going to get this done. Patriots, unfortunate, not a great year, not year that they wanted. So I'm going to go Cardinals at home.
Yeah, yeah, Cardinals let me down last week. They got blown out. They didn't look very good last week at all. But it is at home against the New England Patriots, and Patriots haven't looked too great. I didn't see a whole lot of Ramondre Stevenson last week. Did you? Saw more Antonio Gibson last week than I
Yeah,
did
Gibson.
Ramondre
Yeah.
Stevenson. But we'll see what happens with that. But I don't think whoever's starting at the tailback position, I don't think it's enough. Yeah, give me the Arizona Cardinals. There's just too many weapons on the Arizona Cardinals. Trey McBride's been balling out.
Hmm.
Marvin Harrison's been playing really well. Yeah, and then James Conner in the backfield. So yeah, give me the
Yes,
Arizona
sir.
Cardinals at home in this one. Then yeah, moving on, last afternoon o'clock game before Sunday night, but we got the 7-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Los Angeles to take on the 8-5 Chargers. Chargers been playing really well. So have the Bucks. I mean, not great football, but decent football. And this one should be a good matchup. I'm excited for this one. But Chargers are favored by 3 at home. 7-6 Bucks. 8-5 Chargers. Who do you got?
It's gonna be a good one. Just looking at this, yeah, Baker still throwing a lot of interceptions, but still a lot of touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions against the Raiders. And then just looking at the other game, like you said, Chiefs beat them, the Chargers by 2 points. I'm
Yep.
gonna go Chargers. I'm gonna go Chargers here. I think just the coaching gets it done for them, and they're at home. I'm gonna go Chargers here.
Yeah, I love Harbaugh as a coach, but you gotta love Baker Mayfield and the football he's been playing and
Yeah.
what he's been able to do this year, especially with a depleted wide receiver core. I mean, Mike Evans was
Hmm.
out for a while. Chris Godwin's out for the year. Um, yeah, I mean, he's been playing well. Bucky Irvin's been stepping up. Rashad White's been playing really well too. So they got a
Yeah.
two-headed monster in the backfield there in Tampa Bay. Chargers without JK. Lad McConkey was out last week. That definitely hurt.
Hmm.
Um, but they do have Quentin Johnson and Josh Palmer. They've been playing really well. Dang, this one is tough. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay on the road in this one. This one should be a good one. It is a must win
Should
for
be a really
a
good.
lot of these teams, but
Yep.
Baker Mayfield is a dog, and I like the way he plays. They play really well on the road. They're 4-2 on the road, so this one should be a good one. But uh, I'm going to take the Bucks over the Bolts in this one.
Okay.
Then yeah, moving on. This is your game of the week, and it should be a phenomenal Sunday night game. You had the 9-4 Green Bay Packers traveling to the 12th man to take on the 8-5 Seattle Seahawks. Green Bay is favored by 3 on the road, even with the 12th man in effect. But yeah, 9-4 Pack, 8-5 Seattle Seahawks. Who do you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Packers here. Yeah, on the road, but I think they. I mean, just watching the last week's game, just to kind of touch on that against Detroit. Like I said multiple times, could have taken the lead. Should have won that game. A big drop by Christian Watson once again, um, and then another big penalty by him. That was a touchdown. Yeah, he almost dropped the touchdown, and then he took a touchdown off the board with a legal pick. So two costly plays that took 14 points off the board. Um, but yeah, Josh Jacobs another hat trick, 3 touchdowns. Tucker Kraft another touchdown, balling out.
Yep.
Our defense is stepping up. Keyshawn Nixon, huge pick, huge INT last week. So I'm gonna go Packers here. I think they get that. You said I had it 2.5, 3.
It's
I
3
think
right
they
now. Yeah.
I think they cover that. Um, yeah, give me the Packers on the road.
Yeah, this one should be a good one. Yeah, there's like I said, there's always something magical that happens in these games for
Hmm.
whatever reason. But yeah, 9-4 Packers, 8-5. We've seen Seattle come out and beat great teams, like look like Super Bowl team,
Oh yeah,
and then the Packers, they've looked like Super Bowl teams, but they've also haven't played up to their standards here. But yeah, Christian Watson had that huge fumble too. I don't know if
oh
that's what you're talking
that's what I
about, the
meant. Yeah,
drop that
the fumble.
yeah, the
Yeah,
fumble that turned into points
he got up
there.
and he got up and he made it. Try to get. He should have just went down or went out of bounds and got up and got it punched out. Yeah, and then the illegal pick that he took a touchdown off the board.
Yeah, but
Um,
in that game, the refs missed like 4 illegal picks
hmm
on the Lions as well. Like in same thing that Christian Watson did, but 4 times the Lions did it in the middle of the game and the refs
Yeah,
didn't call it. So
yeah,
yeah, kind of poor repping in that one, and a lot of people know what it was, and they had that knee. I mean, he wasn't down by contact, but he Jared Goff on the last play hit his knee on the ground and
hmm
handed it off and stuff like that. They got the first down, so yeah, a lot
yeah.
of controversy in that one, but it was a great game. It was fun to watch. This one should be equally as fun to watch. We'll see how Seattle comes out and plays. Um, yeah, Packer. Oh, dude, this one's tough. I want to take the Saints in this one because yeah, it's
Seahawks, you
12th
mean? Yeah,
man.
Seahawks. Yeah.
Yeah, I still want to take the Seahawks in this one because of the 12th man and everything. Jackson Smith and the Jigbas had like 75 yards plus in the last like 5 games. He's been playing really well. Yeah, they got a lot of wide receivers that the Green Bay Packers have to protect, and they're 22nd in the NFL in yards allowed through the air at 222 yards per game.
hmm
Um, so I mean, they do let up a lot of yards, but they also create turnovers and do that. The Packers do. So I want to take Seattle for some. Yeah, give me Seattle Seahawks over the Packers in this one. Yeah, give me the Hawks. I don't know, for whatever reason. I just have an instinct that the Seattle Seahawks are gonna, especially in prime time, gonna upset the Packers for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go Seattle Seahawks at home in this one.
There you go.
Yeah, that wraps it up Sunday's slate. And then, yeah, moving on to Monday, we got two. We got a doubleheader. I like these doubleheaders just in case one game's bad. You can flip it over to the other one there. But you got the 4-9 Chicago Bears taking on division opponent 11-2 Minnesota Vikings. This is my game of the week here, and it's Division One. Should be a fun one. Barely squeaked it out last time against the Bears going into overtime with that onside kick that they recovered. But I don't think it's going to happen this week. But yeah, who do you got? 4-9 Bears, 11-2 Vikings. Minnesota's favored by 7, and it is in US Bank Stadium. So who do you got?
I'm gonna go Vikings here. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me was the Bears. Picked the Bears last week, and they did not show up at all. Actually looked terrible. So yeah, I gotta go Vikings here. They'll find a way to win. And I don't think they get that close like last time, but yeah, I think the Vikings get it done.
Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota at home too. This one, I don't think it's even going to be close. You had Jordan Addison balling out on these guys last week or last time they played, and he had
Hmm.
two touchdowns, three touchdowns last week. And so did Justin Jefferson. He had two touchdowns and like 160 yards. Jordan Addison had 160 yards and three touchdowns. And so it's just been those fools have been balling out, playing really well
Yeah,
together.
they have.
Best wide receiver duo in the league. And then you got TJ Hawkinson who put up 125 on the Bears last time they played. So, um, yeah, they can't guard all of them. And if they try to stop one of them, the other two are going to go off. And I don't think we keep it close this time. I don't think we let them come back. We're in playoff mode now. Yeah, Minnesota by 14 in this one, maybe even 21. So yeah, give me the Vikes at home in this one.
There you go.
Yeah, moving on, you got that doubleheader Monday night slate. 6-7 Falcons, 2-11 Raiders. This one should be a sleeper, but yeah, who do you got in this one? 6-7 Falcons, 2-11 Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders haven't shown me much, so yeah, I'm gonna go Falcons here. Yeah, like you said, not much to say on this game, but I'm gonna go Falcons here.
Yeah, I mean Falcons really haven't shown me much either. Yeah, Kirk
Right.
Cousins
Yeah.
hasn't thrown a touchdown in the past. Like he's zero touchdowns, eight interceptions or something
Hmm.
in the last like 4 or 5 games, and that's unacceptable. I definitely would hope that the Falcons put in Penix or do
Right.
something, change something. I mean, unless they're gonna ride this year out with Kirk, and yeah, I don't know, but they do still have playoff potential. They just got to make a push, but. Uh, if they lose to the Raiders here, I don't know if they have much faith or much left going from this year. But
Right.
yeah, Raiders haven't shown me much. Aiden O'Connell got hurt last week, and then yeah,
Hmm.
so we'll see what happens. Who's starting at quarterback? But I do think that the Falcons are better than the Raiders. So yeah, I'm gonna take Atlanta on the road in this one on the second Monday night game of the Week 15 slate. So yeah, that wraps it up for the Week 15 slate. And yeah, pumped about all the games. There's some really good ones. Not too many divisionals, but there's a lot of playoff hopes and potential riding on the line this week for a lot of teams. So a lot of do or die situations here for most of these teams. So should be a great week of football and yeah, great week of fantasy. It's first round of playoffs.
Hmm.
Made the playoffs in 4 out of my 5 leagues and have first round buys in three out
There
of
you
the
go.
four that I made. So
Yeah.
fantasy been doing well, but shouldn't it only takes one game to lose before you're out of the playoffs. So
Hmm.
only takes one in fantasies. So don't want to go 13-1 and then losing the divisional or the
Exactly.
semifinals. So
Yeah.
that'd be
That'd be embarrassing. Yeah.
it'd be a buzzkill. So don't want to get my hopes up too high. Gotta stay focused, stay dialed in. So but yeah, speaking of staying dialed in, let's stay dialed in on our game locks and our TD locks. I think I hit all my TD locks last week, and I think my game locks. Um,
Did you?
I had the Buccaneers, they won. I had the Vikings and they won, and I think I had the Miami Dolphins and they won.
Oh, you had the Bengals,
Bengals, but they won. Yeah, Bengals
hmm
won. So
and I had
my
I had Steelers, Bills, and Chiefs, and the Bills lost in that big one.
yep,
And
yep.
then yeah, let's just get into the game locks right now.
Yeah, let's just hop right into it. So yeah, who do you got for game locks this week? There's a lot of good ones, a lot of close ones that you can pick. There's a lot of 2.5, 3 point spreads. So these ones are going to be a little bit tougher to pick. But yeah, who do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go here. All right, I will go the damn.
Yeah, I can start if you want me to.
No, I got it. I got it. Let's go Jets. I'm gonna go Jets
Over the
over the
Jags.
Jaguars. Yep, and I'm gonna go the Bengals over the Titans, and then I am going to go the Broncos over the Colts.
Hell yeah. Those ones should be pretty good locks there. I like the Bengals one for sure. You said Bengals over the Titans.
Yeah, and then I got
Yeah,
Broncos over the Colts, and then Jets over the Jags.
that Broncos Colts one might be a close one, honestly. But
Hmm.
I do like the Broncos at home, and then Jets over the Jags. Yeah, if Aaron Rodgers and Devontae can figure it out and keep clicking, I think that's a good lock too there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hop into mine here. I'm gonna keep all close ones, and I'm gonna do primetime games here. I'm gonna go 49ers on Thursday night with a lock over the Los Angeles Rams. I like the 49ers on Thursday night over the Rams. And then I like Minnesota over the Chicago Bears on Monday night. Um, and then I'm not going to do the Seahawks and the Packers. I can't do a game lock on that one. That one's too tight of a call there. I'm gonna also, but I'll go the game right before that. I'll go the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Los Angeles Chargers. Baker, hopefully he comes in clutch for me and keeps my streak rolling. But yeah, I'm gonna go Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road over the Chargers as dogs to get the dub over the Bolts. So yeah, give me the Buccaneers over the Chargers, the Vikings over the Bears, and the 49ers over the Rams for my 3 game locks of the week.
Oh yeah. Alrighty. Want to get into TD locks?
Yeah, let's hop into
Okay.
TD locks. So yeah, rattle off your 3 TD locks of the week. Again, running backs or rushing or receiving touchdown over point 0.5 and passing over 1.5. So yeah, who do you got for TD locks?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rico Dowdle over +1 rushing. I'm gonna go Devontae Adams +1 receiving, and I'm gonna go Josh Jacobs +1 rushing.
All right, you rattled those off quick. You want to repeat those for me?
Yep, I got Rico Dowdle +1 rushing, Devontae Adams +1 receiving, and Josh Jacobs +1 rushing.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Josh Jacobs has been on a tear lately, huh?
Man, he's
He didn't have very many touchdowns at the beginning of the year, but this
mm-mm.
last 4 weeks he's been catching them and running them in. So
Yeah.
hell yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. This one, these are, I mean, yeah, you can. There's a full slate of games. You could really pick anybody and everybody here. But I'm gonna go Cortland Sutton over for a receiving touchdown over the Colts. I like Cortland Sutton. Like I said, I'm going to back it up with the Cortland Sutton or the Broncos and Bo Nix having that connection there.
hmm
So yeah, give me Cortland Sutton with the receiving, and then I'm going to go Nico Collins with the receiving over the Dolphins. Um, and then I'm going to go, yeah, keep it simple. Derrick Henry with a rushing touchdown. Actually, give me
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson with a rushing touchdown. I mentioned him using his legs. I think he gets it, scrambles one in. It's going to be only like a 1 or 2 yarder. He's going to pull it
hmm
from Derrick Henry and run it in on the edge there. So yeah, give me Nico Collins receiving, Cortland Sutton receiving, and then give me Lamar Jackson with a rushing touchdown to wrap it up for my locks for Week 15. Those are my 3 locks of the week.
There you go. Yeah, I think all of our game locks. I mean, yeah, 49ers over the Rams. Yeah, gonna be a good game. Vikings Bears. Yeah, I think the Vikings will probably win that one. Bucks Chargers. I picked the Chargers. You picked the Bucks. So
Hmm.
a little disagreement there. I got the Jets over the Jags. I think that should happen. We both had the Jets. Bengals over the Titans. Both had the Bengals, and then Broncos over the Colts. We both had the Broncos. But like you
Yep.
said, that could be a close one there. And then touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, if the Cowboys can get the run game going, I think Dowdle can get in. Devontae Adams, the way him and Rodgers have been connecting, and
Hmm.
then like Josh Jacobs been getting in the end zone. Cortland Sutton with Bo Nix connection. Nico Collins, he's been back what
2
4
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah, 2 or 3
This might be his
weeks.
third week, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Lamar Jackson, yeah, he's always finds a way to find the end zone, whether it's passing or running. So, yeah, great game locks and T locks, I think.
Yeah, should be a great slate of games for Week 15. And we mentioned this is playoff pushing for NFL games, and then yeah, fantasy. This is we're in playoffs, and then yeah, bowl games start this weekend for NCAA, and then the playoffs start next weekend. So
hmm
jam packed, a lot of excitement going on for in the football world, and then yeah, in other sports news, you got NBA. They're in the playoff. The NBA Cup is what they call it here, the in-season tournament. Yeah, they're playing right now in the semifinal, or not the semifinals, the quarterfinals to make it to the semifinals.
Yep. Yep.
The Bucks have already advanced to the semifinals, and so have the OKC Thunder.
hmm
And then the Knicks are playing right now. And then the who am I thinking of? The Warriors and the who do you? Let's just pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up because
Warriors,
I have no clue. I haven't been watching any of
yeah,
that playing
Warriors
tournament,
and
right?
Rockets. Warriors and Rockets play in the quarterfinals to make it to the semifinals. So yeah, not too like I mean, yeah, Celtics got knocked out.
hmm
Um, yeah, who are some other the Sixers got knocked out. But Bucks have been Lakers got knocked out.
Lakers have been looking terrible. I mean, they got beat by 40 something a few
Right. I
nights
mean,
back. So
right. I mean, they were on a stretch there where they were playing really well, but yeah, we'll see what happens here. But yeah, NBA's quarter of the way done. They still got 3 quarters of their season left, so
yeah,
that's a long ways to go.
we're
So
coming up on when is their like halfway point? Is that
deadline
around
is around.
Christmas?
No, it's around like
Super Bowl?
Valentine's Day.
February,
Yeah,
mid-February?
February.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right around
Okay.
Valentine's Day is their halfway point. Like trade deadline is February 4th, I think. And then right after that is the All-Star break and everything. And then the All-Star
hmm
game is usually around like the Valentine's Day or something like that. So
Yeah. 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 Other big news. Yeah, Bill Belichick had just accepted the head coaching position at University of North Carolina, so he's going to the college level for the first time. And Michael Lombardi, Lambo off of Pat's show, he's actually
mhm.
going with Bill Belichick and going to be a GM at University of North Carolina. So uh, Chapel Hill getting a ton of great football minds. I mean, I think Lambeau's won a few Super Bowls, and then yeah, obviously
Mhm.
everybody knows that Bill Belichick's won. I think 8 total.
Seven
So
or eight, yeah.
I think 8, yeah, but now 6 with the Patriots, and then I think one with the Browns. Not Browns. Who else was he
Bills.
with? He's with the 2 other teams. But anyways, yeah, six to 8 Super Bowls. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm excited to watch him on the sideline in college. It's gonna be way different and see how he runs things there. Gonna be really fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm curious how to see how that all works out. Wonder how much like NIL they'll get, you know what I mean? And like
Uh-huh.
players wanting to come to North Carolina just to be coached by Bill Belichick and stuff.
You're,
So
you're gonna see a lot of people. I know commitment or signing days already happened, but we'll see a lot of people in the transfer portal going to UNC just to be coached by the best coach ever. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. It's gonna be fun. I'm glad he didn't go back to the NFL. He's 15 games away from breaking the all-time winning record, winningest record, but just decided to go to the college level because I think NFL has changed so much. We don't have full control. I mean, obviously the GM and the owner have more control, and tell people what to do. And Bill Belichick was that for the Patriots. He was everything: GM, um, owner, kind of pretty much, and then the head coach. So I'm excited to see him at UNC.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Like I said, just curious to see what happens like with the transfer portal, who all goes there, if you see any big names, and
hmm
stuff like that. And then yeah, draft day is not too far away either. That's in April. So I mean,
April, yeah, sometime in April.
yeah, and so I mean, you have Shadur Sanders coming in. You have a lot of top prospects. Cam Ward's, I think, is going to be entering. I mean, uh,
hmm
the running back for Boise State,
Yeah, Ashton
Ashton
Genty.
Genty, like all these Heisman names. And yeah, Heisman. That was has that been announced yet? Was that Thursday last week, or is it
No,
Thursday this week,
it's this
or
week.
is it tonight? It might be tonight. Heisman might be tonight. The awards
I
might be
don't think
tonight.
so.
You sure? Yeah, I think it
Um,
might be. Let me just see
Take a look.
when
Yeah,
our
I think it might
Heis
be. I think it might be tomorrow or Friday.
when our Heisman
I know it's coming
announced.
up.
December
Ashton Gent
14th. Yeah, December 14th is when the Heisman ceremony is. So that's what
Saturday.
Sunday, Saturday. Yeah.
Yep, Saturday.
Heck yeah. So that should be fun. Yeah, Heisman. We'll see who wins that and everything. That should be exciting. Who do you got for Heisman? You think it should be Genty or do you think it's going to be Travis Hunter?
Uh, I think it's Travis Hunter
Or
just because
Scarborough's he put up a good candidate when the Arizona State running
no,
back.
not Scarborough. That's
Scataboom.
Scatabows.
Yeah, Scataboom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's not gonna win it. He's not even the finalist. They already picked the finalist.
Did they?
Um,
Yeah, because
yeah,
he
the finalist. It's finalist
oh,
is
Travis Hunter, Dylan Gabriel, Ashton Gentry, Cam Ward.
Cam
Those
Ward
are
from
those are the
Miami.
those are the
Yeah,
four. Yep.
I don't know. Genty, yeah, he's been balling out. Yeah, I think Travis Hunter just because he plays both ways. I mean, at the level that he's been playing at. I mean, playing phenomenal on the defensive side and the offensive side. He'll definitely win it. I think.
I mean, he does put a. Yeah, I mean, he had what did he have 4 picks on the year and like 12 touchdowns and like
Probably
1,500 yards. Like, yeah, he's
30,
balling
30,
out.
30 something tackles. I mean, yeah, he's playing a really good season, all across the board. But yeah, Genty's a baller too. Just what he can do, and I think Boise's a scary team to play. Just what they can do, and I think Arizona, like you said, Arizona State's a scary team to play as well. Indiana's gonna be a tough team to play. I think that's gonna be fun to watch. Is that see how that shakes out because these teams, go in there and think they can blow the doors off them because they have that big spread or whatever they come in at, and then they just get beat by these teams that are kind of underdogs. So
Yeah, let's just actually, yeah, you were talking about, let's just go through it here. So Oregon has a first round bye, Georgia has a first round bye, Boise
mhm.
State has a first round bye, and Arizona has a first round bye in the college football playoffs, Arizona State. And then Clemson plays Texas in Texas. That one's going to be, Texas should win that, or
Yep.
in theory, you'd think Texas would win that one.
Hmm.
Tennessee plays Ohio State at Ohio State. That one should be a banger. That one should
Yeah.
be a really fun one. But Ohio State looked like dog water against who was it? Georgia? Is that who
Mich-
they?
Michigan. I know they lost to Michigan a while back.
They know they just lost last week, and they look like absolute dog water. Here, let me just go scores.
Yeah, I think it. Ohio State.
Yeah, and they were calling Ohio State soft as fuck and everything. It
I
was in
think
the
that.
it was in
I
the
think
SEC championship, wasn't it?
no,
Michigan,
cause
yeah, Michigan. It was to
Michigan. It wasn't
Michigan.
even.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't even in the
was it?
championship. They didn't
No.
make the.
Yep.
No, because
Yep.
last week was just the championship games.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if Ohio State can get it done. I mean, but they're
Yeah.
still a good team.
Yeah. I mean, and Tennessee's a good team as well, so that one should be a good one. And then SMU versus Penn State at Penn State. SMU almost looked like they were gonna lose. I mean, they did lose, but they came back and kept it close with Clemson.
They were getting blown
Um,
out. I think it was 21 to like 7 or
yeah.
3 at one point, and then
Yep.
they had that big comeback. So
Yep.
um,
So I mean that one should be an exciting game. And then Indiana versus Notre Dame wraps it up for the top 12 teams. But yeah, Indiana Notre Dame. You had the Signetti story
mhm.
coming from what was that? James Madison.
JMU, yeah,
Yeah,
JMU.
JMU, and going like undefeated and then losing to Ohio State or whatever. So yeah, this one that one should be a good one as well. So yeah, that college football playoff bracket looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, it does.
Excited to see it shake out and see how teams do. But who do you got winning that national championship? Oregon?
Yeah, Oregon looks really good. Who's their head coach? God, I like him. He's good coach. I can't think of his name right now, but I don't know. I mean, it'd be fun to see. I'm a big underdog. I don't have a team. My team's not in it. Wisconsin's not in it. So I like the underdog story, and SMSU, Arizona State. Um, who else was it? What do you say? Who else was in that?
Boise State.
Boise
They're
State.
kind of an
Yeah,
underdog story. You wouldn't expect them to be
right. I mean, they've
top
never.
team.
I don't even think they've made the playoffs before. Yeah, SMSU,
Yeah, Indiana, kind of an underdog there.
Indiana. I like Signetti story. Yeah. But yeah, I'd have
Yeah.
to go. Oh shit,
But yeah, Dan Lanning is the head
Dan
coach
Lanning.
for
Yep.
Oregon. Yeah.
No, I think I'm probably gonna take Texas.
Yeah, that would be a good pick. I mean, you got Arch Manning and what's his Ewing,
Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Ewers, yeah. So I mean, they have a solid quarterback core, but they didn't play well last week yet.
Mm-mm.
So we'll see what
I mean,
happens there. Yeah,
yeah,
Arizona's
Georgia's a good team though too.
yeah, Georgia is good, but yeah, I would say Texas. Well, I kind of want to pick Texas too, but I don't like Georgia. I don't like really like Carson Beck and
And Carson Beck is hurt. I don't know the final. He got hurt, and then that they
shoulder.
brought that
Yeah,
back up, and he came back in just to hand the ball off to win the game.
mhm.
But
His
I don't know
shoulder
what his
looked hurt. Yeah, real
I don't know
bad.
what his status is, but I'm sure he'll be back.
Mhm. Yeah, especially this big. I mean, maybe. I mean, he doesn't want to put his team
He's
in
got 2 weeks,
contention.
so or
Yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah,
So
get to heal up and get that iced up, and I'm sure you'll get shot with some cortisone or Toradol or
hmm
whatever they do. So
Toradol, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, it should be fun college football playoffs, and then yeah, like you said, the NFL playoffs kicking off here shortly, and yeah, should be fun. So that yeah, do you have anything else to add, man?
I don't think so.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, yeah, that wraps it up then for week 15 of the NFL and two confrontational. We'll see you guys next week on the pod. Until then, peace.
Peace.